like 2 or 3 people like above me. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's only 5 years. And you just know like it has so much potential if you just kind of keep focused and stick with it, and the consistency, I guess.
Yeah, that's it gets hard for sure.
Dude, consistency, it's like faith and consistency is all this is.
It's like focus too, you know? I'm like, all right, focus. Just do what you have to do. Stop looking at other people. Put your blinders on and just go.
Yeah. The blinders are real. I need this is my first drink of the night. I feel like I've already had 8. But those horse blinders?
Yes, that's what I mean. I need to come down to Louisville, get some Kentucky Derby.
I think we need a team photo with everyone wearing those.
Yeah, blinders on, race and go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, guys. So how's everyone's week going?
Good.
Good.
Up and down.
Yeah. So I guess before everyone hops on, I don't know why my dog is barking so much. So Mallory was able to hop on the Beatnik Diamond team call last night. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I got an extra power booster for our internet. So thank goodness. Okay, Mallory got on our Diamond team call last night, and basically she said that Nikki and Katie Flynn were also saying how they hate hand holding with new coaches, but they feel like it's so necessary these days with new coaches. People just don't get it. They don't know how to search for things anymore. And I'm thank goodness, because I've been literally working on this PDF crazy, what to do the first 14 days as a coach. Because when you sign up as a coach, your first full month, let's say you sign up on the 18th of April, your first full month as a coach to hit Success Club and become a business starter will start in May. So it's your first full month as a coach is when Success Club points really start being important. So it's cool because we have the 14-day thing rolled out, and then literally what to do your first month as a coach, day to day trainings to do, and then you have your second month, and it's what to post, what vital behaviors to work on, and just a checklist. And then it's going to go from quarter to quarter to quarter, and it's going to just move people from emerald to ruby to diamond and then into the leadership role. And I'm so excited to just get it freaking done. So
Seems really nice to have.
Yeah, so just a heads up, that's going to be here before Summit, the whole thing, because once Summit happens, and Mallory's going to explain a little bit more about what happened on the call last night, there's basically going to be a Summit surge. It always happens after Summit. So to be ready for it, and I just want to have all that done and given to you guys. So if you guys see any mistakes with it, I can fix it prior to that and all that good stuff. So, but, so what's up? Should we do a little brain dump? Everyone take a minute to kind of do a little this is great, but this sucks.
Sure.
Can we do that just to just get it out there? Obviously no one get on a crazy soapbox. But so we can just stay focused a little still. But I would like to hear what's good and what's bad so we can all figure it out together.
What's good over here is I finally hit fucking Success Club. Finally hit it, but I was okay, cool, I can breathe for 2 days, and then tomorrow it's gonna go back to 0 and I have to start it all over again. So that's what's, I guess, quote unquote bad, but
good.
I can spin that into it is good because I get to keep going and keep being consistent and keep helping new people, right? That's good. So that's weird.
I found that when I focus more, I know this has probably been said thousands and thousands of times, but I find when I focus more on helping people is when I think I get more, like sometimes I get in my own head, and when I'm talking to people, I get like nervous on how to answer questions, and then I feel like I'm word vomiting, and just I'm trying to figure out that process still. Like I'm following the scripts, and sometimes they go off course, and just trying to focus on doing what we do because we love it rather than thinking so much into it. Like I know we have to focus on hitting Success Club, and I know that's really important, but sometimes it throws me off course because I'm like so like, oh my god, I gotta do this, and then I get all flustered and all over the place. So focusing on helping people and just being myself has been something that I've really kind of been growing into lately, and that has helped me.
Cool.
That's a really good point. Same here. Just to touch on that really quick, the girl I added to our team page yesterday, Krista, she's just a discount coach. I would love for her to eventually drop oils behind her and become a Beachbody coach just because she's so wonderful. But when I was talking to her about getting her set up with 2B Mindset and Shaco, and she was talking to me about getting me set up with oils, and because I know like network marketing and what way I sign up could mean for her business, I was like, is there like a discount member route? Is there a way that me signing up could benefit you? And she said, girlfriend, whatever you do is going to bless my business. I want this to be the best fit for you. And I was like, oh, like why do I not think of it like that? That I want to serve people and I want to help people, but there's always in the back of my head, like, go the discount coach route, get the challenge pack, do this because that's what's going to be best for me. But then when she worded it like, whatever you do is going to bless my business, I was like, oh crap, you're right. Whatever people do is going to bless my business. So you're right, Heather. That's a really good point.
Way cool.
Yeah. That's so true though too. You got to think of it like, even if they don't sign up, that goes back to like, they might have a friend that you friend request that's going to sign up and you were nice to them, like, or you complimented their hair one day, like they might not need it, but someone else might not. Like, it's true.
For sure.
I have a pet peeve. People keep contacting me that don't want to fucking sign up. Don't contact me. You clearly know why I'm talking to you. Like,
yeah.
Quit answering my questions on my poll when you're not going to text me back. And then 6 months later, you're like, oh, my dad's going to pay for it. I'm so excited. And then when you're supposed to sign up, you're getting drunk at a bar. What are you like? Hello, I know where the bar is. Do you want me to show up at the bar? You want to get your shit together or what? Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
Me and Jesse talk about this all the time because I'm like, I want a yes or a no from people. When you see my message and do nothing, it makes me insane. Like, it makes me crazy. And like,
it's a good thing you're not in the dating world.
I'm gonna get an answer out of you. And it's just so funny. So she was like, so maybe instead of going for no, you should go for ghost. Like,
yeah.
There's so many people to just not even respond to you. And I'm like, oh my God.
That's hilarious.
If you go for ghost.
That's more
people, like, what is that?
Going for ghost.
So
I like that idea.
Well, then you get the people who you sign up or you send the email to and then nothing. And you're like, hey, you okay? Nothing. Is there anything I can help you with? Nothing. Like, I've had like millions people do that to me, and I'm like, oh my God, lady. And then I don't want to be like that annoying person or coach, whatever, that's like, hey, you gonna sign up? Hey, like keep messaging them, because when I first started as a coach, I had someone do that, and I was like, nope, not on your team. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. So I don't want to be that person, but I also want like, hey, can you just answer me? It's cool if you don't want to do it, but I need an answer so I can take you off my list and get you out of my head and move on.
That's what
I say that to people.
I did say it to someone. I was like, hey, just let me know so I can, if I can get you. I actually did it the other day. I was like, you know what, Heather, grow some balls. Just like, listen, bitch, are you signing up or not? Because I can't wait here for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
I had a guy friend, like, who I'm like a friend with, like, we're friends, right? And he was like asking me about all this stuff and this and that, and like we are going through the process, and then he just started like ghosting me for like days, and I'd be like, and so I text him and I was like, quit ghosting me, it's creepy AF. And he was like, I'm not ghosting you. I had to ask somebody what that even meant. I'm like, hey, there you are. Why don't you answer me, weirdo?
Yeah, hey, bro. I get, fuck, I probably get ghosted 15 times a day.
That's good to hear.
It is good to know that like everybody's dealing with the same crap. It's not just, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not a bad coach. Everybody's dealing with it.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's the people who want it will respond, or they'll reach out to you. And it's like,
and those are the people you want on your team or with you, as challengers, because they're the ones, like you said, who want it.
Right. So like sometimes I'm like, I'll hit 10 invites a day, and I'm like, no, Lynn, like you can do another like 10 more, like 5 to 10 more, like, because you're gonna get ghosted. And so like I'll send out another 5 to 10, and usually like if I send out just 15, usually like that 14th person is the one that responds, or the one that like will be like, I've been wanting to reach out, but I haven't reached out, and we'll have a conversation. And most of the time it turns into a yes. It really does. Like the people who say yes, like my closing rate is awesome, but it's either like a yes, most likely, or a nothing.
So that actually reminds me of something that I wanted to bring up too, is when because Nikki's doing this backstage to coaching course, I must have invited like 16, 17 people to,
Damn, girl.
well, to this backstage to coaching group. And sorry, I don't usually drink. And what was funny was like I was profiling these people. I know that sounds terrible, but I was picking out people that like are constantly doing gym selfies of themselves, or like I know that they're super into fitness or nutrition, or like constantly talking about themselves, or like maybe they like need a job, or you know what I mean? So I was profiling, and not a single one of those 16, 17 people wanted to do it. So then I was like, you know what? Don't profile people. That's rude of you to assume that they need it or they want it.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked like 5 people that I thought would never want to do this, and 4 of them are in it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a learning. That when that happened for me, changed my world. That's awesome that you figured that out already. That's awesome.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Could you, if you have time soon, like, you usually work tomorrow, don't you? I would love it, because we already have a What's Working Wednesday next week. But I would love it if you just shared like the 2 minutes of what you really just said, and share that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's kind of what I did in the beginning. And then they all like floundered out and didn't do anything with it, and thought that they knew it already. And just, it's like, no, like, yeah, it's awesome.
I probably could do that tomorrow. Jack's doing something in the preschool in the morning, but then I'm off for the day, so I could totally do that tomorrow.
That'd be amazing. Just a little, like, I don't know what you could call it, like a business learning experience, or like a life learning experience, or like basically like everybody needs help experience.
Absolutely.
So, and I definitely think that could help with our girls possibly who are trying to get to Emerald, like to help them like really get their blockers on, but take the profiling blockers off.
Yeah. I mean, it blew my mind, because I was, picking out these people, and I was like, oh, this person would be a great coach. This person would be a great coach. And like, you know what? They don't have that drive. That's why they're taking selfies all friggin' day. You know what I mean? Like they're, and then like reaching out to friends that like are in like medical school, or like, things like, I was like, she doesn't have a minute to herself. And she was like, I would love to do that.
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know if she'll sign up. I don't know if she's participating, but she was in, you never know.
Planted the seed.
You could always at the end of the day ask her like, hey, I know that there's a lot of notifications and stuff going on in that. I know you're busy, and if you couldn't keep up, let me know. I would be happy to bring, you know, me fit like one of my coaches on, and we could just talk about it and just break it down in 20 minutes versus 3 days.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that with you if that's, I mean, you know, if someone's any serious about making this a job and helping other people, like we should put that time out there.
Yeah, because right now I've got discount coaches, but like nobody's gonna like get into it. You know what I mean? Like it's all like my husband's coworkers that are just in there for the discount, and like I mention it to them literally once a week. Like
yeah,
you know, but like they yeah, so they're not down, but or like family who I know they're not gonna do it either. So like I want to get some active coaches.
That's where most of your income is going to come from, for
Right.
sure. That's exactly like.
I want them.
Yeah, and they're out there. You just gotta. I think and I'm learning this too. And this is what Nikki's always telling me. And this is what her coach told her. Like the more we refine ourselves and keep our blockers on, like Heather was saying, the more we keep our blockers on and we continuously refine ourselves and we stick to our personal development and we hit our goals and make them a non-negotiable, we'll find those people. Because the more we do that, the more we're going to attract more quality because we're putting it out there more.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So no, keep it up, Boo, because everything you're learning took me a long time to learn. But I don't know, it kind of all goes back to like, so what are you guys running into with your coaches that are not hitting Emerald? Hey, Jamie.
The coaches that aren't hitting.
Yeah.
I have one that hit Emerald, but she's since fallen pretty hard. And I think it's a fear of leadership. So that's something that I would like to learn how to lead better in that regard for people, or do more trainings on, or, you know, something.
Okay.
I think mine struggles, I think, a lot with sharing stuff.
Yeah.
And like just like putting it out there and being herself. That's where I find that I think she struggles the most with.
Summit is going to change her world.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So excited she's coming.
I just had a vision of all of us walking across the stage.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh, it was so fun.
Fuck the seats. We're walking across the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Mallory did.
Yeah.
Hello.
It was awesome. Britt, what about you?
Mine just got back into the country, so we're working on that. Like,
Yeah.
I tried to tell her I actually am really extremely proud of her, because she, even in Europe and even in Dublin, wherever she went, she continuously posted.
Awesome.
And I know that like a lot of people, like that's hard. She wanted to uncheck hers, like she unplugged like with her inbox, but not with her posting, which I think honestly was a really good idea, because it keeps her appearance still up and it keeps her algorithm and all that stuff still going and things like that. And she's just now gotten to her inbox, and I think she has 4 to 6 people. She said she's been home like from everything for like 3 days, and that are going to do her next challenge group, but we're going to see if they continue into it. And then as for my dude, I'm going to get him figured out tomorrow.
Yeah. That's cool. Sounds like you got that figured out.
That are like really active. I have one that I want to join, but she's killing it, by the way. I just want to brag for like a hot second. She has lost 20 something pounds since like March, like killing it. And her mom just joined in too, and she's doing good too. And it's just like,
Yes.
yeah, I'm hoping to get her signed up as a coach soon.
Awesome.
Did her mom not buy something from her?
And as of right now, no.
No. Okay. So she's just kind of like hopping on the bandwagon with like
She's
her.
through me right now.
Oh, okay. So in the future, this is what Nikki always recommended to me in the beginning, was with someone like who seemed like a coach. And trust me, people have told me no. Like when I'm like, if you have other people asking you to what you're doing, like I feel uncomfortable signing them up myself. Like that means you're a coach.
I told her all that because she signed up as a discount coach for the discount and everything like that, but she's still in school and she doesn't want to commit the time to it, which it's her choice. Inevitably, it would help me, obviously, clearly, but and then I obviously plan on transferring her mother to her, like if that day comes and when that day comes.
Yeah.
That happened with Jessie. Jessie sent me people all the time. And I was like, girl, stop sending it to me and just sign up to coach your freaking self.
Yeah.
And now look at her. So it happened.
Killing it.
Yeah.
No, Jessie's killing it. Well, Britt, does Tay know how to become an emerald?
Yeah, we talked about it before she left, and then we're gonna talk about it again, I think Sunday.
Cool. Yeah, I think the biggest thing like that I've seen with some of my people who aren't hitting emerald, they're like, well, I'm talking to my boyfriend. He doesn't necessarily want to do it. And I'm like, what's your social security number? What's your credit card number? Let's do this.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And they're like, wait, really? And I'm like, yeah, like they don't need to agree to everything that you're agreeing to. This is just, you're starting to set up your second business center for when you hit a 2-star and you can start building to your 3rd star. You know, like that's, you don't, so I think because Nikki Boomer, my ex-fiance and I, we were all driving down to the lake and I was like, how do you become an emerald? Like, hey, I'll do any of the tradings online. And she was like, well, you have a coach, you have one. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, so sign Mike up on the other leg. And I was like, Mike, do you want to be a coach? And she giggled and she was like, he doesn't need a coach, even though he's great at sales. Like, he doesn't need a coach. Like, you just need him to become an emerald. And I was like, oh. So that was my,
him.
What's up?
So then you would just move your people under him to make him an emerald, correct?
I did once. When one of my emeralds on either of my legs, because I had both my mom and Mike signed up because I was like, I need to hold my spot at diamond and I want to control both legs. So I saw one of my coaches falling from emerald and I was like, I'm not losing diamond. Like, I want my cycle bonuses. And so I signed up another discount coach under him and made him an emerald, a solid emerald. Mm-hmm. So I had 2 discount coaches under him, which still keeps it less than $500 a year. And whenever the other emerald popped back up, really solidified that leg, and then other emeralds on the other leg. And then finally, like, I canceled him for obvious reasons. We broke up and I was fine.
I was going to ask you about that. I was like, is he still on there?
I was wondering that too.
That would suck.
No, bye. Bye. You do need the last 4 of their social though to cancel. So I had to really dig in my brain. I was like writing on all pieces of paper, like, I remember the number. What is it? I don't want to call him.
That would have been so awkward.
It's so awkward. But when she told me that, I like really make it a point to spend that time like you're going to do with her on Sunday to like explain that to the new coaches. Like, you don't need an active coach to become emerald. You're going to need active coaches once you want to go diamond. So,
but when you sign them up, don't they have to pay like the fee and stuff?
Yeah. But if they're hitting Success Club, it's going to pay for it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a focus. I have 3 people in the beatnik backstage, so.
How's that going?
Fine. I just asked him tonight, how's the sneak peek, and none have responded yet, so we'll see.
I love that Nikki opens it up to us. I think that's really awesome, and it'd be pretty shitty if she didn't. But I would love to have our own. I don't know if any of you listened to, oh God, Lynn, who do I have a crush on? Julie's recruiting video, but where she talked about, she said like beatnik sneak peeks are great, but you need to do your own. Like your team needs to do their own. And even if it's just like 4 to 5 videos where it's just like one day and they, and the videos are only like 5 to 10 minutes long. So it's not so much information, because Nikki's get so full and it has a lot of info that I think people can get overwhelmed in there.
I never did one of those. Nope.
So I think it would be good if FitLife had our own, so people could see the actual tribe that they're getting into.
That's a great
And
idea.
heard our voices, and we could keep it shorter.
Agreed.
So that's something that I've had on my list to talk to you all about for a while.
That's a great idea. I was thrilled when I saw Nikki was going to do this group, because it's, I feel like whenever I talk to people about coaching, I like confuse them, or I don't, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm so new still, I feel like I wanted to see how the masters did it. You know what I mean? I was like, this is perfect. Like, here they are, make them coaches for me. So I think that'd be amazing if our team did it. The other thing I was thinking, he posted that one video of the guy from the back office with the toys explaining how we, like, if I was brand new, like that would have thrown me so off. Like I was like horrified. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that would confuse the F out of me.
Yeah.
And like it was too much. It was too much.
Well, he started speeding up too, like halfway through he goes, and then TO says this and so signs up with this, and I'm just like, you're not making sense. Like you are.
Right.
No.
Why not use humans like as the people? Like why not use like this 100 PV is like Shaco plus this, which means it's why it's over 100 PV. Like give me facts.
Yeah, I thought that video was a super weird choice, and like if I was in that group, I would have been like, what? Like I don't. All of a sudden, he had like 50 toys on each side, and it was like, no, no.
I don't want toys. I don't need more toys.
Yeah.
So okay, so I guess the question is the biggest question is in order for you guys to increase your residual income, you're gonna need more coaches definitely on your weak leg, but in order for you to really increase your residual income mostly is getting yourselves to diamond. So it sounds like one, you guys obviously you all have your own goals is getting to diamond. So that's hitting emerald minimum a month. And then when you have control, because you all have someone on your weak and or your strong leg, you can always turn them into an emerald yourself. And you can make a diamond yourself with nothing but discount coaches. If diamond is your goal, like do that. That's what you should do. If you don't see anyone stepping up and rising to the occasion, make yourself a diamond just by using discount coaches and move on from there. And that's how you can really get your money back, plus some. Is first and foremost, like that is your all's goal. So that's like blinders on, easy pathway. That is how you get to your goals, is to not rely on anybody else and to make it happen yourself. Secondly, though, because everyone does have some discount and or coaches that want to start doing this actively, is where can we, so that's the second part, I guess, is where are we all seeing a disconnect with our coaches aside from them not sticking with the vital behaviors? Is there another disconnect somewhere? Or is them not sticking with the vital behavior something that we can kind of give them a little, like being a coach of a coach, give them a little swift kick in the butt and be like, hey, you're not really being consistent with all your vital behaviors. I think this is where you wanting to hit your next goal is stopping you. Let's talk about that. Or is there something else we're missing from them not following the vital behaviors that we need to figure out and address, or something that we can come up with and create, other than what Mallory already suggested with like obviously doing like, what is it like to be a part of the FitLife tribe? I think that's awesome. And I think us all going to Summit and getting some photos and getting our minds together would be great. And I want to do that. I think it's a fantastic idea and would be really cool to do after Summit and do a surge with that even more and to bring that into the new year. But what else can we do, or do we see anything else outside of them being consistent with the vital behaviors that we can do ourselves to help them get there?
I mean, I had to do that with Taylor in a way because they have to learn, like, to us, and I had to learn. It took me a long time to learn this. I mean, Mallory, Heather, Lynn, you know this, but I mean, you probably don't know this, but I'll admit it. It takes time to get that into be a vital behavior for someone. That is a whole new lifestyle change, like legit lifestyle change. It is not going to happen overnight. I know when I first started, I'm like, oh, that's easy. Like, I can do that every day. No, you forget. You don't remember, like, things come up. It's not on your priority list because you're not making the money yet. So you're just like, fuck it. Like, it's not going to help. Like, I sent out this many, like, like, just remind them, like, show them the successful people. Like, we're going to be successful too. Like, everyone is successful in this in their own way. And I had to remind Taylor of that because she just got her dream job. She's not interested in making this her career. Like, she was like, I'm just doing it for the discount. Like, I'm just doing it because, like, I can tell, like, you've changed so much mentally. Like, I've known her since college. She's my little in my sorority. Like, I hadn't talked to her in years. And she's just like, we talked about the mentality and how everything's different. And she wanted that for herself. And she learned that even though she thinks that she has her dream job, she's now turning this into something she wants. Like, you have to be consistent with them like a toddler potty training.
Hand holding.
I mean, in a way, yeah, kind of, at least for the first, like, 14 days. It's like, and honestly, it doesn't kill me, but that's when they're going to have the habit. And that's when they're going to have the craving that you have that you're showing to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
I really like the way you phrased, like, they don't get in the habit because they're not seeing the money yet. And because, like, I know that's how it is for me. Like, it's hard when you're, like, have 0 weeks and it's like, well, I'm not making money, so why would I want to spend that hour or whatever? But you're not going to go to work for $0. Like, you have to go to work for money. Right. So,
and it's not that it's necessarily just the money that they're, like, interested in, because you don't get praise when you're first starting out. You do, but, like, I mean, like, you don't get prizes right away. You don't get stuff like that. You don't get Success Club stuff like that. Like, the little things that you get as you get higher and higher and stuff. Like, it's not always about the money, but it's some kind of result for what they're doing.
Yeah, getting that.
Like, putting any kind of effort into it.
Wanting that, like, that quick fix that we're all used to. Like, going to work, end of the week, we get a paycheck. Like,
mm-hmm. And all you had to do was show up and do some stuff.
Right.
This may seem really small and silly, so tell me I'm drunk if it's the case. But, like, is there something, like, some sort of incentive we could give at the end of the 14 days? Like, if you complete this training, you do? Like, complete this training, you have 14 days, and you'll get this.
There's this app called Wish, and there's tape measures on it. You can get, like, 6 for $1 or something like that. I always have tape measures with me, and after they do, like, their first, like, challenge group or something like that, or for Taylor, and then I'm gonna do it for this new kid too. Like, I have a Shakeology water bottle, like the ones you get in the Coach back office, just a little sample of pre-workout if they're not on it, and a tape measure. That's something like, oh, you made it this far, like, now keep going. Like, and by that time, hopefully they're, like, wanting to hit Success Club to get stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if I am not that successful, y'all. Like, I am winging it like no other.
We're all winging it, Britt.
I don't really send anybody anything unless they make me money.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple, unless they make me some type of money, the money that they make me, I give back to them. Because that's just what my pocketbook needs to do, and that's just what I have to do in order to survive. Like, I can't just give away free money unless I have money coming in. But, like, I'm thinking, like, how to combine both, like, Britt, what you just said, and Mallory, what you just said, like, if they hit Emerald, like, at the end of those 14 days, like, and that's when you give a gift. Like, or is it, like, should we do, like, in the month of June, whoever hits Emerald or whoever hits their next rank gets XYZ?
You could even just do, like, a recognition post, like, that would, like, I remember, like, that would mean something. Like, that would keep someone going.
Yeah. That's Nikki always says that. She's like, honestly, even just, like, shout outs do huge. But
I love it.
Yeah.
They mean a lot to someone.
Yeah, they really do. And that's, it's cool because it's a part of the vital behaviors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's big. But how, like, focusing only on like emerald, like hitting emerald. What can we do other than like maybe all of us reaching out and being like, do you individual, like, do you understand how to get to emerald? Are you being consistent with the vital behaviors? That's one. And then like two, like, I guess an incentive. Yeah. Like,
I think people do like incentives. I think they do like recognition. I think is huge. Like I mean, you know, Lynn, like last month I texted you and was like, hey, when are they posting the leaderboard? Because I killed it and I want to see it. You know what I mean?
that was awesome.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
It does.
It's
like,
huge.
you love it. And then the other thing is I think the vital behaviors are huge because I've noticed with me directly when if like I take 2 days and like don't post anything, or if I'm, you know, kind of slacking myself, or if I haven't done anything, like I notice like the huge difference in not only how I feel, but also how people like respond to what I'm doing. Like I noticed when I first started 80 Day and I first became a coach, I was posting like little clips of myself working out like how Lynn does. And like people were like into it. They're like, what are you doing? What's this? What's that? You know? And then we started doing, once 80 Day was over, my husband and I have been doing Hammer and Chisel, and we've been doing it with like a group of our neighbors. And like, I haven't wanted to make anybody uncomfortable filming. So I didn't do any of that for like a couple weeks. And I noticed like a huge, like, and so I just let everybody know, I was like, listen, I'm going to be filming over here. It spikes stuff. So like, if you don't want to be uncomfortable, like
Go over there.
Switch on out of my phone because I have to do this and I'm not doing 2 workouts to make everybody else feel comfortable. So, you know, and I think it's huge because people are always like, now even when I reach out or invite, even if they don't do anything, they're like, you know, oh, I have to skip this month, but I'm watching you and you really inspire me. And it's like, cool.
Right.
That's what I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had a girl message me a couple days ago that I went to Georgetown went to college with, and I probably hadn't talked to her in a month. She's just on Shakeology, like she doesn't want to be in a group. She's doing her own thing, but is on Shakeology, and she just randomly messaged me and was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know I've been like still following you, and I faced a fear and went and got a checkup." Like a random thing. Like I literally hadn't talked to her in probably a month.
That's awesome.
That like keep watching.
Yeah. They really, people were watchers. It's crazy.
They will always watch.
Yeah. Brett, you know.
Always. I'm having people from like last year that I talked to.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that the follow-up game is very strong, you guys. Very freaking huge. I got a completely different planner just for names.
Yeah. There you are. Brett, I did really love that you said vital behaviors. It takes a lot for it to really become a lifestyle. It sounds good, but is it really going to happen? So I think
it took me forever.
Yeah, it takes a lot. It really does, because just like what you said, and when Jamie re-upped it, when you said if you're not seeing an immediate result from it, it's difficult to do it because we want those immediate results. But like, it's that funnel. If we're not plugging into that funnel all the time consistently for a year, it's not ever going to come out the other end after a year, and it's just going to. So
yeah, and here's a confession. Like, I would highly suggest, I don't know if this works, I'm still learning still, but I have only like straight up been serious, like head down for probably since February, and that's honest opinion, no lies. But help them envision what their future could look like with it. Because I held on to this for almost 2 years, not making near jack shit, just loving the community, loving people. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. Like, I was faking it till I make it, whatever. But I see the future. I see what I can do. I see the potential. I see all of this stuff. I just need to get the fuck out of my own way. And like it took a bit, and it took some major life shit to go down for me to get 120% serious that life is short and this is what I want. But that future is stronger than what anyone's going to be able to tell that person. And if you can send them a Pinterest board and have them make a little dream board, something they look at, that's going to be stronger than any word that's going to come out of your mouth, because they got to want to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It clicks for people at different times. Like some people hit diamond in a month. Some people it takes 2.5 years. Like it clicks for people at different times. And Christina Delgado posted this on her Instagram the other day, and it like made it click even more for me. She said, what you desire is deliberately placed out of reach so that you can become the person it takes to obtain it.
Yep.
So like
I freaking love that.
That hit me like in the core. So some people, their journey is going to be a lot longer, just like with fitness. Their journey with coaching is going to be a lot longer than, you know, it's all going to be different.
Yeah. No, it's so true. I mean, the Bible says that it's going to be harder. The closer your goals are, the closer you get to your goals, it's just going to be harder because Satan doesn't like it when you almost figure it out.
Oh, sure.
Satan likes to seclude you too.
Yeah. So, but whenever shit goes wrong, you're like, I always tell myself, like, well, at least I know I'm getting closer. You know?
How you just said that.
But so it
True,
sounds
though,
like
will become hard.
it sounds like sorry, something just broke up. I don't know if it was me.
You're good.
Okay. So it sounds like, Mallory, from what you said, your girl's scared of leadership, and Heather, one of your girls is scared of sharing.
Confidence.
And then confidence. And then it sounds like, I mean, both of those are confidence and everyone getting in their own way. And then are they doing personal development in the part of the vital behaviors?
Is that a question or?
Yeah. Are either of them, like, if leadership and sharing, which is all part of confidence and having faith in yourself, are they like really doing the vital behaviors every day, especially personal development?
Right. I don't know if she does it every day. I do know she's reading personal development because I gave her a book. I was like, here, read this.
Good.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So I know she's reading it. I don't know if she does it every day, but.
Yeah, maybe you're just being like, hey, what's your next book for June?
Yeah.
This one should be done by now.
Yeah, or be like, oh, I just read this and it was amazing. You know, I recommend it or something like that because, yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
I don't read, so if she doesn't read, I listen to audiobooks, and I would randomly, my suggestion would be to randomly shoot her YouTube videos or something that she can listen to, because if she's not going to read the book, she's not going to read the book. I've had 7+ books sitting on my desk since I started coaching and haven't touched them.
Yeah, I do Audible in the car because that's literally the only time I have to sit.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, and I get a lot done. I've got tons of books out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to work. That's
awesome. And another crazy thing that they could do is instead of a power hour with them, actually sit down and be like, let's see how many people we can message in an hour.
God, how many times did you do that with me? How many times did we do that?
So many times, because it's if this is your goal and you're only reaching out to 5 people a day, obviously we need to start reaching out to more because we need more practice in our conversations with people. So let's go. If this is your goal and you obviously love this business and you're getting results from it and you love this community, why not tell people about this even more? So there's another thing that that's what I did with Emma the other day, Emily. I was like, her name's Emma on Instagram. I'm like, let's reach out to people. If Emerald is your goal by the end of this week, let's go. Go for no or go for ghost or whatever, let's fill up that inbox. Why, here's and this is the other thing with these darn checklists that I hate, is that it's like Orange Theory. I hate Orange Theory. It keeps you in this box of this is your zone that you need to be in, and it doesn't let you get out of that. 5 people a day, okay, I did it. I did my vital behaviors. Okay, but did you help a person today? That at the end of the day is if I didn't get a conversation with someone, if I didn't try at least, if I didn't get a response from somebody, how many more people do I need to reach out to in order to just get a conversation going? Because even at the end of the day, it's 5 invites, that's cool, but it really once we get to Summit, you'll see they say conversations. It's not just inviting, it's conversations. So like having that conversation with them, being like, instead of just inviting, how many conversations are you having? And then they'll get better at making those conversations close more quickly.
What, you know how you say, I forget what day of the week it is. You say in the sales world, the best day.
Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday. Okay. So I know Dina, Heather, and Jamie and Jesse have been on these 5:40 a.m. power hours with me Monday through Friday. What if we made Thursday or Friday that whole hour just starting conversations? Like, how many conversations can you start in this hour?
Yeah.
Wait, you're still going? I thought you only did it that week.
No, girl, I'm doing it until my forever. It's the only time of day that I'm able to get it done consistently. So I'm doing it forever.
It's awesome.
Good to know.
What do you think about that? Just like how many conversations can we have?
I mean, it's not going to hurt.
A lot. You can have a lot.
Because in that way, like, or, you know, you can always make what I like to do is whatever conversation I start that day, I try and close it the same day. If I can't close it the same day, I will make sure it is closed the following day. Like I will they will have to ghost me or they have to give me a yes or no. And let's say they don't respond. Like if I invite on Monday and I don't hear back when I just like restart the conversation with them on Tuesday, if there's an awkward space to not follow up with them on that Monday, and I follow up with them on Tuesday morning to get the conversation going so I can close it that day. If I don't hear back from them, I follow up with them on Thursday or Friday. Like Thursday and Fridays are always my follow-up days. So Tuesday, if I invite and I don't hear from them, Thursday or Friday, I'll follow up with them. If I invite on Wednesday, I will follow up with them on Friday. I always try and leave a day of emptiness so I'm not like up their asshole, because I never want to be that person. But then Friday comes and usually it's like, hey, I know the weekend's coming. I'm not going to be around my phone. I just wanted to check in with you last minute. If not, like, I'll talk with you on Monday. And then I just give it to them because that's it. So Monday through Friday, that way I have Saturday and Sunday to check out and only work on myself.
Maybe that's something I need more coaching on, is because like I don't know, like that balance is so awkward between like inviting and like being like kind of about the business and then like being like in a conversation to where like you're kind of trying to be like more friendly, because like I feel like sometimes when I invite, like they'll go straight into like, well, how much is this? And like sometimes when I try and be too friendly, then they start giving me like their life story and like their whole spiel, and it's like I don't care. Like, you know.
Yeah, I get that too. Like it's just constant. Like I want to have like the genuine come acrossedness, but also like I'm trying to sell you a product. Like, do you want this?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you gonna keep on
like wrap it up? I'm sorry, but whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that makes it really difficult too, because you don't want to go into it being like, hey, let's be buddy and then ask them later on, so I'm doing this fitness thing, and sometimes it feels fake to me, if that makes any sense, because you're like starting a conversation with somebody and listening to what they have to say, and then like, oh, by the way, I do this. I just start off like I kind of just start off right off the bat. I'm like, hey, I'm running a challenge group. Are you interested?
Yep.
Me too.
And then I go from there. If they keep talking, then I build a relationship with them. So at least they know like straight up that this is what I'm doing and this is why I'm talking to them, because I don't want to be like fake. Like I want to build relationships and I want to have challengers and I want to improve people's lives, but I also am running a business.
Right.
And I want it to be known that I'm running a business.
Yeah.
I definitely start with the challenge group. Like, hey, I'm doing this, you know, are you interested in joining like our next wellness group? And I've been doing like a lot from like the scripts that Lynn put out. And I try and like refer back to like when I first reached out to Lynn about doing a challenge, because it felt supernatural, you know what I mean? And I know it was because we know each other, but it was just.
Yeah,
like,
we were a little different than like
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just like, it wasn't, I never felt like you were selling me something, and it was something I wanted too, so that kind of helped too. It wasn't, I don't know. I feel like I lose people at some point, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because then once you mention that it costs money, they're like, oh, and they kind of like,
Huh.
that's it.
Usually at the very beginning when I mention like, this is what I got myself, this is what I purchased for myself, this is what I got for myself, this is what I purchased for myself, that's giving me a full year of this, so I'm set up and you can join me for the whole next year. Like when I drop things like, this is what I got or purchased or did for myself, it gives them that little like, okay, like she's also invested in this for herself. Like she has spent the money on herself to do this. Like someone like going and saying that they're going to go and get their nails done, like they're investing in that some way, or, you know, like, so when I try and put that in there at some point in the conversation, if I see that they don't understand that it costs money. So I throw that in there, and then it's open a little bit more after that.
Can we, on your like task list of 4,330,000 things, add updating the scripts to reflect that?
Yeah, absolutely.
That would be helpful.
That's like kind of a part of the whole like baby steps thing as well. So that's going to happen.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would remember too, like I got 2-3 girls this week on the monthly thing just by telling them about the accountability group, because like what I don't know what everyone says to people. I don't start off with that stuff, but if like you're telling people that you have a challenge group coming up or an accountability group and stuff like that, they're interested in that. Like, so they're gonna, if they're interested in that, they're gonna do and get what they have to get to be a part of that. So like I tell people about the group and like how it's a community full of people who just support each other, because like mine has grown substantially in the past 2 months, but like you just tell them about that, and then it's like, oh yeah, like you just have to make a small, like it's not even like you have to make a small investment, like yeah, you just got to make sure that you can get a hold of the workouts and the meal plan that comes with the workouts and all that stuff, and then you're totally in with everything like that. We're all on the same page, like blah blah blah. If they know they're not the only ones that invested in it, and it's the same thing back to what Lynn said by saying that she invested in it, then they're more likely to do it than thinking like, oh well, why am I paying for this and nobody else is, like things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
definitely. And that's like, you know, that question that you just said that you asked yourself, you're like, I don't know why I'm losing people at this part of the conversation. Like I was totally there too. And that's when like I really just dug in, like I was crazy OCD about watching all these YouTube videos, and not really the script so much, but watching these YouTube videos on how are these top 10 coaches verbalizing what they're doing. And I was in the car last year, we were on our way to Summit, and I was listening to Melanie Mitchell. I was like, welcome to her coach team. And she was verbally saying it. I was transcribing it on my computer, writing out that email that she does. So like actually like listening and doing it, you know, and making, just really listening to what these top 10 coaches are verbally saying and then piecing them all together. And that's just kind of how like, that's when I can get a conversation going with someone. That's why my closing rate I feel like is so good, because I have completely just equipped myself with, one, having terrible conversations in the past, getting annoyed with not closing them, and now just having so much knowledge that I can do that.
or what'll happen is like I'll get all the way through, and then somebody will be like, oh, like that's cool, I'm actually going to Planet Fitness right now and watching what I eat, so I'm gonna pass. And it's just like,
Or they're following something on YouTube. They're like doing a yoga challenge, like.
You guys keep up with them though. Keep up with them, because they will get sick of having to keep searching those workouts.
yeah.
Like I did that. Like I did that for the longest time. Like I was on MyFitnessPal. I was on, which I didn't even know I was paying for until like last year. And then I was I was on all the YouTube videos, the Katie Hearn kick that everyone went through or is still going through, all of that crap, like everything. And then I just got sick of it. Like bod is handed to you where you don't have to
Yeah.
think. On the days that you're just so tired, you don't have to think and you have a 20-minute workout, like tell people that, like, it's all set up for you. You do nothing but follow it.
Yeah. No, it's so true. It's, yeah, and just keep, I mean, and if you stay consistent with posting and just sharing it, the people who don't respond to you, they're going to see you happy and healthy and they'll come back.
No, I know that's true. And I always try and remind myself that I sat and watched you for like 2 years before it was like, hey, what you doing?
Aww.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I know that they're doing that. I know people are saying they'll reach out and that's cool. But it's just like, oh, be ready now.
Right. Be ready right now.
Get them first. I'm like I'm not following any new people because I'm going through my following 5,000 right now.
Wow.
And then I unfollow them.
My phone my computer might die, guys. But so it sounds like maybe what we should do is maybe take tomorrow to reach out to and Jamie, I'm still trying to figure out, like, because you don't necessarily have any active coaches right now, but you're Emerald, which is awesome. So it just sounds like right where you're at is obviously everyone here is wanting to grow to Diamond. So like that's where you're at. So your goal is obviously to, as you're getting to Diamond, everyone's going to find an active coach because that's just what's going to happen. So when everyone gets really focused and clear on that being your goal and making it happen for yourself, because that is your goal, people are going to start popping out of the woodworks because as they see you hitting your goals, they're just naturally going to take notice to what you're doing. Like, if you're doing it, you're going to inspire somebody else. So
yeah, I was watching the video that you posted, I think in the coaches group, not the Emerald one. It was like 10 minutes of personal development.
Yeah.
While I was driving here, being late for this call. And I had listened to like the first minute of it. And it was like, I don't remember who was talking. And she said, I mean, I was already talking like I was a whatever star Diamond. Like, I'm BSing that shit right now. Like,
You're doing so good with that.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I made a student loan payment today. It sure as fuck was not from my income from this. It was rent payment that I'm not paying this month.
Oh, I love you.
But it can happen.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Fake it till you make
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. 100%.
No, okay.
No, I've seen a change in your posts. You've always done well in posting, but the past month or so, I've seen them step up, and I know that you're faking it till you make it because you've told me.
Yeah.
But the outside eye, no idea.
Yeah.
Right. No, I agree. I've seen a change in your post too, and it's awesome because you just seem more confident. Like, it's more like magnetic and more just like, what is she doing? And now the more attention is turned, not to make that feel uncomfortable, but it's good because when you do more call to action posts because you're speaking of yourself as important, people are going to take more notice to it when you do that. So way to freaking go. Way to figure that out. Way to have that mindset shift because that's huge.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if like your discount coaches go like inactive, like say they're still there but they're inactive, maybe they haven't purchased anything in like the last month or two, would that take you off of Diamond? Like, does everybody need to be active?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So like really just hitting like really like hitting Emerald every month is just the goal. Like, it's just the goal. I mean, and even hitting Emerald every month isn't even hitting Success Club 5. So like minimum for me, my goal is like minimum like 3 new discount or active coaches a month. And that's like to solidify my rank, to hopefully find the diamonds in the rough, to increase my weak legs volume, to make sure like my weak legs are having a strong leg. So yeah, so even if people do fall off from even discount coaching. It can influence your ranking. But that's why, like, when these launches happen, why it's so good for us to really hype them up together as a team. Like on Monday, like there's going to be a preview to Lift 4. Like we should all be on social media.
Blow that shit out of the water.
Yeah, tagging each other, tagging the Fit Life Tribe, even though we're all like might be doing a program. Like I was going to restart phase 1 of 80 days. Like I'm going to start phase 1 of 80 days with Lift 4 on Monday. And, you know, tagging each other and putting it in the Fit Life Tribe so our discount coaches who have fallen off see it. So it increases your volume. And
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that completely free? Because I saw Joel's post. Is it completely free for everybody, or is it just like BOD members?
What, Mondays?
Yeah, like the 4-day, or is that's for everybody, right? They access it through the website.
So Mondays is going to be a Lift 4 sneak peek. It's going to be an actual one of the workouts from the program. Right. So that's going to be like way back in the day before All Access existed. I don't know if you were around then, but like when like any program you had on DVD, you could access online too. You could access on demand, and there would be like sneak peeks for a new program. You did not have to purchase that program. It came up in there. But then aside from Monday's sneak peek for it, he's doing B4 Lift 4. And he's coming out with 4 completely separate, not in the program workouts that are like 20-ish minutes long. And they are coming to bridge the gap between VIP early access and when that starts June 11th and when the program actually is released to like the people who purchase the VIP in July. Yeah. So to get those, you have to purchase the program.
Okay, but the one on Monday is totally for anybody. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's our time to shine. Like that's when like the Fit Life Tribe, like when a launch happens, like that is what we all need to be doing. Like on Sunday, like I hope we're all in there, like can't wait to try the new program tomorrow, tagging the new coaches, like, hey, do you want to do this with me at this time? I'm doing it at this time, you know, like getting that community going. Be like, I really want to start my week off good on a Monday. You know, because if you really don't get your workout in on a Monday, the whole week seems to just not be as great. And
it's a Monday.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's, you know, this is where the Fit Life Tribe can seriously shine. You know, it's really weird when I've been on a few team calls, like other Diamond team calls, like people will like throw out the Fit Life Tribe and like, Lynn, how'd you and Mallory do it? How'd your team do it? Like you did well. Like people think Fit Life Tribe is different from Beachbody. And in my head, like, because it is. Like, you know, like we're all sure we're doing Beachbody, but like we're a tribe. So it's like this is where we can all really like kill it. Yeah.
I refer to the tribe like all day long. People are like, yeah, so-and-so from the tribe. But do we know yet pricing on any of like the VIP early access or like the actual add-on?
FAQ 7,500.
Oh, you're amazing, Mel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Cool.
I'm pumped for Lift 4. I'm pumped.
I am
really cool.
So stoked.
And I think like Nikki said on the Diamond Call last night, like make people have FOMO. Don't like make them feel like they are seriously missing out if they wait until October to get this on their bod. Like they want it now in June, July.
I mean, like, why not get it in July? I need a program for all my girls to do in July.
Right.
So, yeah. But this is like, yeah, this is so fun. Okay, guys. So what did we figure out? Mostly that we need to reach out to our coaches to make sure that they're doing the vital behaviors. Is that like what I'm doing next week for the whole month of June, other than like Summit, with 3 of my new girls who don't even have a coach, but they want to get to Emerald. I'm doing a power hour with them, and they're all servers. I'm doing a power hour with them every single day for the month of June at 8 a.m. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with my girls who are pushing to Emerald, who don't even have a coach. But the ones that do have a coach and are pushing to Emerald, they know exactly what they need to do. They're just holding their balls and not doing anything with it. So, and I will stop reaching out to them, and I've completely released them from my mind, because my mentor, Robbie Mallory at Beachbody Corporate, says, hey, if they don't do anything after 2-3 months, it's up to them. You got to let it go. So that is coming from Nikki. That's coming from corporate mentors. So you guys, like, if there's anyone that's on your mind that hasn't done anything for 2 or 3 months, like, move on.
Brittany.
That's something I always struggle with, because it's like everybody's, I always try and remind myself, like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I'm like constantly like trying to force that damn horse, you know what I mean? And it's like, you can't. And I try and remember, but it's like, God,
Hey, I'm living proof that if they really want it, they'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just finding like that
I'm not
person.
ashamed of that.
Seriously. But Britt, like, you're different though, because I've always seen that in you. You're different, because you would pop up every now and again, and it's not like you were not really inconsistent ever with your social media either. It's not like you just ghosted. Like,
The whole idea.
right.
Yeah.
Like, there's
just
people that,
like 90 and then 5.
yeah. Which is why, you guys, I really hope you use that calendar. Like, that first week of every month, like right now, like, I am invited, because tomorrow's the 1st. Like, I'm inviting. And then after I hit Success Club 10, by the 10th of every month, like, then that is my time to look for coaches by using my self-love list and connecting with those people. So the last like 3 weeks of the month, I'm connecting more than just hitting Success Club. So that way you can breathe and relax after killing yourself for the first week, and not going and not ghosting. Like, Mallory has talked about this so many times. Like, she'll go 100, and then she'll disappear for a while. So finding that balance.
Yeah.
I do it. It's awful.
Yeah. So really, like, if you go hard like that first week and you hit that goal, like, the rest of the month you can have fun. You can connect with those people you want to connect with. You can figure out how you are wired and work on like presentation and verbalization and photography and all back end stuff that's not income producing activities, but other shit that you need to just get together, in your mind.
And diving into your coaches.
Yeah.
Your shit done the first 10 days, and then dive into them.
Yeah. That way you can breathe and drink more wine, and yeah.
Random question. I think the answer is no, but I think I'm just going to ask anyways. Do you get any Success Club points for a 3-day refresh?
Anything that's home direct.
So no.
I know that you're not in control of this, but I think it's crap that you don't Success Club for selling bod.
I know. At least like one Success Club point.
One would
I know that's not your department, but I don't like it.
Yeah, just
they
like
can
one.
do like one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it for beach bars now, though.
Oh,
I don't care.
right. Home direct.
Hey, this month if we could do bod.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just edibles for some reason. It's weird. I guess it's something that has to probably do with like their manufacturing with the boxes that they need to put money ahead of time, I guess. I don't know.
I just feel like not even like the 3 month, like the 1 year. Like, I just feel like it should be
right. Then
I don't do on the 3 month. I got 3 people on that this week.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Girl.
Yeah. So I'm like going on this whole like thing, like just trust the process. And like, I've been like talking about everything as I go, which is good because then maybe they'll want pre-workout eventually. Maybe they'll want Shaco eventually. Like, you never know. Like we've talked about a million times. People are always watching, guys. Like,
always.
I don't know how to say that. Even if they don't want to sign up, they're creeping on you. You're making a difference in your life, and you're like with Dina, for example, like you literally did that so fast. You hit Emerald so fast. That took me so long. Like, and it's a simple concept that I was not caring to understand. I was trying to understand, but I wasn't literally like sitting down like studying how this would happen.
Blew my mind tonight when Lynn was like, make yourself a diamond. I was like, duh, like you can.
Duh.
And I'm sure you'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant because I've been thinking like, man, I'm so far off. I don't have any like active coaches that are going to be making themselves Emerald, and it's like, duh, like I've got like my coaches that are in it, and at least they're discounts, but I can sign people up under my husband. Like he, you know, I wish he would coach because he's so good at it, and he's signed up like 3 of my discount coaches.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the best because it's you can use his account, and if he makes under, and if you do like if you do the Emerald math for the year, if they make under $500, which I think it comes out to like $475, if 2 people as coaches stay active for that entire year and it doesn't go over the 500, he's not going to get taxed. So you guys don't have to worry about being taxed just by having 2 coaches actively underneath him for a full year.
She's like, here, you hear that?
Yeah, I wish Dina was awake.
He's nodding.
He's nodding.
Yeah, and obviously doesn't need to do anything.
When you need to, if
What's
I can't
up?
speak English, I can't speak English. But so with the whole placement thing, you can move them in the first 24 hours, correct?
First 24 hours and then up to 5 days. What Mallory just said, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I feel like I've asked that like 3 times.
But yeah, no, I mean, you guys, the amount of people, like, I've signed up to hold myself a diamond, like, because I got to diamond in when I decided to do it, I got to it in 6 months, and then obviously, like, the stress of, like, keeping myself there happened, but in the middle of that stress was where I figured out how to have conversations. That's what I'm so grateful for. Like, a lot of people are like, it's stressful, timing, this, that, and the other, and it's like, well, like, I don't need another job now. So, because I'm equipped with everything that I had to go through during that stressful time. And yeah, I mean, everything's going to be stressful, you know, but like getting myself to diamond and holding myself there was probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Cause it was like, how do I hold my goal and like really make myself like a priority, you know?
Hearts.
Or,
I just remind myself, because I know when I started, I was like so scared. I'm like, oh, they're going to judge me. Now it's like, okay, well, I can be best friends with the CEO at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, but I can't fucking message a stranger.
right.
They put their pants on the exact same way. Like, I got invited to his wedding last weekend, and everyone's looking at me like, what is she doing here? Like, I am nothing special at this hospital. I'm just I'm just friendly, I guess. But I went.
Yeah.
So, like they put their pants on the same way I do. Why am I intimidated to tell them? And I guess it was a mindset switch for me. Like, I do have something that might save their life. Like Lynn, for example, like saved her own life doing this shit. Like can you imagine like what your life would have been like if you didn't have Beachbody and you had to go through all that?
No.
Like you don't know like what's going to happen in the future. Like they put their pants on the same way you do. Just reach out. Like, don't be scared of people. If they're bullies, block them. I have like 30 people blocked just because they want to say something nasty for no reason. That's why that button's there. Like,
Yeah.
I hope there's no limit. That's what I'm kind of crossing my fingers to. But
There's probably no limit, honest. Think of all the people who have like millions of followers.
Yeah.
Thousands blocked probably.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Okay, cool guys. So it seems like
Go for blocks.
Yeah.
blocks.
That's funny.
Okay, so updating the scripts, I gotta do that. And then obviously like Dina, maybe you and I then can like hop on a call and we'll talk about like the following up thing. And that will help me get my mind right on like how to definitely like solidify this calendar that I'm creating on top of the other 80 calendars that I have created. It's just like people like to see it verbalized and people like to see it like linear and then people like to see it on a calendar. Time works differently for everybody. So like really making it applicable to all brains right now is very interesting. So help us walking and talking through what you need would be great for me as well. So maybe we can set it up sometime next week.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah. I have prize 11 days off of my real job, so I was thinking like, you better hustle and coach
I'm so
this next couple days later.
Right.
I'm so jealous of that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome.
I've got I'm gonna have Jack at home. He usually naps between noon and like 2:33ish. So you just tell me what times work for you. I'll be home.
Okay, between 2:30 and 3. I'm going to go to bed after this, but tomorrow I'll look at my calendar. I usually like to set up my calendar.
To 2:30.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then, so guys, so it sounds like
Cool.
we just need to have some heart-to-heart with some of our coaches.
Do it.
Is that kind of where we're at?
Yeah.
Just more like heart-to-heart, like, hey, like if this is your goal. I mean, and I know, Mallory, you had that with one of yours, like, if this is your goal, what's stopping you? Okay, let's see how we can think of this differently. And why do you think your goal isn't as important as your fear? How can I help? Let's think about how we can get you there. And then there's so many ways for them to just hit Emerald. Like tomorrow. You know? Messaging people, signing up their parents, signing up a significant other. Yeah, boo-boo.
So if, say, Taylor signs up her mom, she needs her social security number. Does her mom get charged that $15 a month?
Not if Taylor enters Taylor's card.
Yeah.
Oh, so she just needs her social.
Yeah.
Interessante.
And then she can use her, like, obviously create another email account. So it's not even going to her mom's email.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Guys, I'm getting so happy.
I know, I'm getting there too. Heather, were you going to say something, boo?
Do it.
Oh, wait, you're on mute.
You're muted.
Hold on.
Sorry. It's my fault. No, I was just going to say, you said Mal met with one of her coaches. I did too, so that's why I was just, I did the same thing with mine.
Yeah.
This past weekend.
So I guess it's kind of like a support them on this journey now, but almost like a bless and release and getting back to focusing on you.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Sometimes we need a little kick in our own pants to be like, oh yeah, I have my own goals.
Well, I'm like Brittany, and like I kind of get off the horse and then I get on the horse and then I get off the horse and I get on the horse. Like you said, we're saying in the beginning of the meeting, it's just the consistency. Like it's so difficult to be consistent when you're not seeing anything come from it. But yeah, it's just keeping our
Heather, get on that horse and ride that horse and stay on top of that horse.
That is your horse.
Stay on it. It's your horse. You need a dream board. Do you have a dream board?
Yes.
Jamie rocks them.
Stay on.
Heather, do you have a dream
board yet? No.
Do that. Put something that you want, like a gorgeous house or a gorgeous kitchen or something like that as a background on your phone. It'll change.
I had my Ford Explorer is on the back of my computer. It's my computer desktop.
Awesome.
You look at your computer every day.
So what?
You look at your computer every day.
Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Aside from the weekends, but yes.
Good, and you should put it away on the weekends. And I truly think like this after I analyzed the Melanie Mitro, Nikki's, Bonnie's, Lindsay Matway's, Amy's, Boho Fit Girl, all these other people and what they do from their month to month, like they hammer Success Club home, obviously all the time throughout the entire month, but they make sure they hit Success Club by the 10th of every month. So that way the rest of their 21 days, literally, guys, that's 3 weeks after the first 10 days of the month, 3 weeks of feeling accomplished, money's in the bank to give to your challengers, to give back to your coaches, and an ability to connect with people and recruit active coaches. So like missing some sleep and losing some sleep and being a little bit tired and slap happy the first 10 days for me is totally worth it, because I can go on with my month and do whatever the hell I want after that. But when I figured that out versus being, okay, Vital Behaviors, invite, challenge pack, do this, like for the whole month, like that's cool. But like, I'm going to be way less stressed if I just hit Success Club in the first 10 days. Like, so much less stress.
I have a mini, I actually have something to say. I don't even, shocker, but I don't even know if like anyone knows. Does anyone know who Amanda Francis is? Oh, disappointment. I'm just kidding. So if you know Andrea Crowder. Yeah.
No idea.
Mallory saying yes. Okay, so she's friends with her, and she actually is like a multimillionaire, and I think she's like younger than me. And I've used to follow her through Andrea. Well, I like almost only semi-creep on her because I stopped creeping on people because I was comparing myself with all the coaches and things like that, and I just think it helps better. But I messaged a girl about a month ago, and we were going back and forth about a challenge group, and it is actually Amanda Francis's. When I tell you, like, back note, whoever you have a crush, like a girl crush on, this was mine. Like, it is her, like, cousin who does all her PR, all of her work for her, all of her travel thing, like, all of that stuff. If I can somehow message someone in Japan who works for the girl that I, like, get emails from daily and, like, get motivation from, like, guys, this world is so small. I don't know how else to explain the excitement that I had, but it would be like Lynn, for example, getting something from Amy Silverman's cousin that you're talking to, and you talk to her every day. Like, just message them. Don't be scared about it. I don't know where I was going with this, but I wanted to share the fact that just freaking happened. And I still to this day can't believe that, like, I never even thought I would meet Amanda Francis, let alone like her packages that she sells for her coaching is like $5,000 each, if not more. And people buy the shit. Like, and it's like, if I can meet someone like that, like, and I still consistently talk to her all the time, like, we're close friends now. It's pretty weird. But, like, it's her cousin, which works for her. So it's her assistant. Like,
yeah. Olivia
you guys
Grice
don't know.
is Nikki's assistant.
Who?
Olivia Grice.
Is she?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you don't know who you're going to run into. You don't know if they'll sign up under you instead of someone else. Like, I don't know where I was going with this, but I thought it was freaking cool. Like, this whole networking thing is amazing.
It is. It's very interesting. And just a good reminder of, like, there's a lot of money out there. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, and they're normal people.
Spend it. Yep.
That's all.
No. Thanks, babe. All right, guys. I think this was great brainstorming on things that I need to just have mapped out and planned out, especially for when we do start bringing in even more coaches than we already are. It's just going to be good to have this like mapped out. So thank you for your input. And then, I guess kind of just goes back to, we all just got to hit Emerald every single month ourselves. And when we do that, we'll be able to knock the people away who think that they're serious, but they're not, just hit our own goals. But then also, like Heather and Mallory, I think it's great that you had those honest conversations, because those are hard, but good to have. And that's what makes you a business coach, So cool, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to have another glass of wine and go to bed.
I'm doing a power hour if anyone's interested.
Get it, girl. Do it. I'm not gonna snap you. No, go to bed.
I have to hop on a call with a girl right now to explain bod.
Have fun.
As much as I really want to go to bed.
Go to bed, or go do your power hour and then go to bed.
Power
All
hour
right.
and go to bed, Heather.
Yeah. Cool, you guys.
What? Power hour and go to bed.
Yeah. Love
Because then
ya.
I'll be up at 5:40 doing another power hour.
All right.
Hey, day 1 tomorrow, baby. Let's go.
I'll see 3 of you in the morning. Bye, y'all.
See you guys. Bye. Bye.